Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the We All Juggle Knives channel and my review of this knife. This is the Mora Robust. And I wear a large size glove, so there you see it in hand. The blade length on this is 3.6 inches. It is high carbon steel. It has a Scandi grind. It is made in Sweden. And the price on this was only $15. Alright, let's do some stuff with this knife. I've got some paracord there. I think it's a pretty common mundane task. Maybe you have to cut some paracord. So yeah, $15. Will it be worth it? You know me, you know this channel. We All Juggle Knives, a channel dedicated to finding some stuff for you that is not overly expensive, but that is very useful. All right, and that's one reason I love Mora. They just tend to give you a lot of value for your dollar. All right, so made short work of that paracord. What do we got here? All right, a little bit of woodwork. So how are you all doing these days? You know what happened in the Northeast? I live in the Northeast, right, of America. We had 2 days of rain because there was this tropical storm system that traveled all up the East Coast. It dumped a huge amount of water on us. Yeah, so some of my reviews were delayed a few days because the backyard and everywhere else was kind of like a swamp. There were some flood warnings. I got a buddy on YouTube who got his basement got flooded, right? I was driving around, and we got so much rain that some of the sewer pipes broke, and I actually saw some water coming up from underneath one of the roads. Yeah, but everything seems to be better now. Definitely, we had a very sunny day that day. All right, so as you see, I'm making good progress, whittling that shard of wood into a stake or a pointy stick. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I hope if you were in the path of that storm, which went all up the East Coast, I hope you did stay dry, or at least are drying off now. All right, there I'm going to be making a notch stick, just practicing some notching, some bushcraft. Now this knife could have many different uses, right? The Mora Craft series is actually their knives for tradesmen, right? Like carpenters, for example, might carry a knife in their Craftline. All right, this is not specifically made for the outdoors, but in the USA, a lot of people would use it for that because it's very lightweight, very convenient, very sharp, a great slicer, and very inexpensive. All right, now previously I reviewed the Mora 511 Basic. Well, this Robust is actually the wider, thicker version, the blade that is, the wider, thicker version of the Basic. So this is basically the big brother of the Mora Basic. At least the blade is a bit stronger and wider. All right, there is my notch stick. That was fun. It did well at that. So yeah, if you're a robust individual, you might want to buy the Mora Robust. What else can you do with it? Well, you can drill a divot with the tip, you know, if that becomes necessary. So on this day that I filmed, like I said, it was the first sunny day. It was like about 90 degrees, but I was so glad that it wasn't raining anymore. I got out there and I filmed 3 reviews. All right, there's your divot. Yeah, and they were all Moras. So if you like Moras, you're going to like what's coming up, because in addition to this one, I got 2 more Mora reviews in the pipeline. I got to edit them. All right, I sped this footage up a little because y'all get the idea. Just another pointy stick. I like to put the knife through its paces, and you know, on this channel, we show the knife actually doing stuff. All right, the sheath that this came with. This comes with a molded plastic sheath, and it's all right. I mean, it definitely holds. It'll hold it in. It's got a belt clip there. I left a little label on because a lot of the Mora sheaths, they tend to look alike, right? It's got that part you can push off of to free the blade. All right, so it is a pretty good sheath. I mean, for considering that the knife and the sheath were $15, right? So it's got that clip. Now, I am left-handed, but you're probably right-handed. So just for you, there it is, like clipped on my right side. So that's what it may look like if you chose to carry it on the belt, which you might not. But yeah, that's the sheath. Alright, so this is pretty useful. We cut some cordage, made some steaks, we made a notch stick, and there is still more activities yet to come. Okay, now one thing you should know, this knife has a 3/4 tang. So you got to be careful. Now if you want to make thin little kindling sticks, as I'm doing there, it's going to be fine for that. Alright, just, use common sense. But you're probably not going to want to pound it through like something like a lot harder and thicker. Right? Now most of my bushcrafters carry a hatchet anyway, so you wouldn't have to do that. Right, so this is, that's what I recommend. Just use common sense, and it's fine for making thin little kindling sticks like this. And notice, I'm just tapping that. I'm not, hitting it as hard as I can either, all right? So, yeah, just use common sense with that. But there's your kindling sticks. All right, what about meat? Yeah, here it is cutting up. This is a hanger steak from the farmer's market, right? So this is just in case maybe you want to cut up an animal that you hunted. You want to process a squirrel or something, or maybe you just want to cut up your summer sausage at your camp cookout, right? So I'm no Martha Stewart, but it's pretty good for cutting organic matter. And here it is on paper. Sometimes people want to see if it's paper slicing sharp. Well, this is not initial sharpness, but I resharpened it back to its initial sharpness, which was extremely high, by the way. Yeah, Mora is known for giving you very sharp knives in general. Alright, here's a comparison. So in the foreground we've got the Mora cans bowl, then the Mora Craftline Q, right, 510, then the robust, and then the 511 basic above that, right? So I've already reviewed the basic, and I'm going to review those other two coming up. All right, but there, you see where it fits in. Like I said, it's wider than the basic. Now, as for Mora, they really give you a lot of value and also a lot of options. I mean, for any practical use of a knife, they probably have a model that would fit the bill. I will include a full list of all the knives pictured there and more, unless they are discontinued. But I will include a full list in the text description box located underneath this video for your convenience, all right? So check out those links. If you're thinking of picking up yet another Mora, your next Mora, please try to use those links because they do help support the channel, and perhaps you might see some models there that you either didn't know existed, or maybe they just came out only recently and have not been reviewed yet, but I will put those there. So check out those links. Final thoughts on the Mora Robust. I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. I mean, $15 for this, I think that's a steal. It's an epic slicer. The handle is a little oversized for the blade, so that's a good thing. It gives you positive control and definitely a safe grip. This is lightweight and easy to carry. It's high carbon steel, comes razor sharp, so if you don't have one, go ahead and pick one up. I mean, at this price, heck, there's crap kitchen knives that are more expensive than this. You'll definitely get your money's worth with this. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.